an accountability partner that you don't want to disappoint. Do you get the point? Sometimes I don't want to disappoint Janice. I don't want Janice to feel disappointed because Alpha was supposed to do something that he has not been able to do. That really doesn't really help. So with that kind of personality, 7 as your accountability partner, it helps with you being consistent. So that is the difference that I guess a difference that I will have this year in order for me to strengthen my spiritual life. Do you get the point? The other thing is that I think that when you pray, things happen. Janice, I'm telling you that
listen.
Prayers solve a lot of problems. Sometimes there are things you get that you think about it, how? Do you get the point? There are things that come to you, or benefits, or some blessings, or some people that come into your life that you think about it and you're like, no, this is not my doing, though. Like, it's like I didn't do anything to attract or to more or less get these kinds of things that I'm getting. But you do get them because for some reason you have spoken to somebody who is capable of connecting you to these opportunities and these individuals. Do you get the point? So it is something that I intend to do a lot more. And if you are listening to me, we all need to also commit to that. See, when you pray, things happen. Because we live the life both in physicality and in spirituality. And it is our belief that whatever happens in physicality might have happened in spirituality first. And so it just reflects in our physical lives. So it's important that we speak to somebody consistently in the spiritual realm, in this case God, to tell him our problems. Because some of the problems we can't solve. Every morning I say to my audience, there are things that you can't do that God can do easily. And in fact, he has done it for a lot of people. And in fact, he will do it for a lot of people this year. So you want to be part of those people that he will do it for. Do you get the point? So I intend, because I know that prayers work, I intend to pray much harder this year. Because I have a lot of problems that God will have to, I have a lot of conversations or dates with God. So because of that, I think that maybe that will edge me to be a lot more prayerful this year. Okay. You get the point?
Yeah.
And I intend to also limit on, we are all sinners. We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
I'm going to limit the sin.
Do you get the point? So I intend to try as much as you can to reduce it. Because that's what they're saying, you will sin. But try. Okay, try. And it's something I intend to do. Every day, anytime you sin, if you have conscience, realize that anytime you sin, you don't feel good.
Yeah.
It's like it weighs on you for a very long time. It's like you are.
That's true.
Charlie, I shouldn't. Why? Oh, why? Oh, Charlie. Oh, Alpha, this thing you said. Oh, Charlie. Oh, you get the point.
Yeah.
So I guess having that at the back of your mind, that reminder, will help you reduce it. Yeah. You cannot be perfect. None of us is perfect. We can't. I think that knowing very well that you don't feel good when you sin will make you think about how you feel if you commit a sin, so that how that feeling will come to you may prevent you from committing some of these sins. So I intend to try and see if I can work on that as well. And so these are some of the things I think that we all need to strengthen our spirituality. So the things I've mentioned: having an accountability partner to help me be consistent. Number 2, knowing very well that prayer works, and knowing that I have so many problems that I need God's intervention. So I think that hopefully should push me to be consistent. And number 3, because of how I feel, anytime I do something that is wrong, maybe that will help me to reduce the sins and do more of the good things. Please, Janice, tell me yours. I'm interested in doing
my plan.
Your spiritual plan.
Okay, so I think as you just like you mentioned, prayer is very important. It's a very important part, especially if you're a very spiritual person. And then sometimes the prayers that are silently said, because I keep on saying that there are moments, most of the things that have happened in my life that I can irrefutably say that, oh, this is God. It wasn't like I stayed in some room, locked myself up, and then prayed. It was just like silent prayer. Just yesterday, I was talking with my sister. We were looking for a particular document that was very, very important, and we've been looking for it in our house for some time now, and then I wasn't finding it. So then yesterday, I thought the document was somewhere, but then I called my dad to check, and then he said, oh no, he also thought it was there, but then it's not there. And so yesterday, when they called me that, oh, they can't find it, and I was frustrated, so I'm like, oh God, let me find this thing, because I don't want to go through the whole process again. And then I called my sister, so I'm like, oh, check here. And she said, I've checked over and over again, it's not there. So I had almost given up on post, so I started calling people that, it looks like we'd have to start this thing all over again, so please, where do we start from? And then just then my sister called me and she's like, oh, we found it.
Wow.
It was so
these are some of the small miracles that you may not, but they are examples of God's presence in our lives. Yeah.
So I have a lot of moments like that where it's like a silent prayer and you're not very intentional about it, which is also another point that I have to make, that this year I want to be very intentional about the kind of things that come out of my mouth, because I believe that words are powerful. And
very powerful.
Yeah. And so, and another thing that I wanted to share was like when I was in SHS, there was a moment where I was really broke, like I didn't have money at all, and I was calling my dad. That time, I don't know, it looked like my father had issues with Momo because he wasn't very trustful. That if I send you the Momo, if I send it to your teacher, the teacher is going to give it to you, or if I send it to a particular thing, what if the person runs away with it? And so I was broke. My father too, he had traveled. And so normally what he would do is he would wait till he comes to Kumasi, and then he'll pass through the school, and then he'll give me the money. So this one I was calling him, and he was very busy. So he's like, oh, I'll come next week. And I call my mother. My mother, every time she's in the market, so when I call her, and it's just you had to pay for the phone.
Yeah.
So when you pay, then you call your mother that, oh, please call me back, or else the more you talk, the more you pay. So every time I call my mother with the small coins that I had, then my mother too should be in Bantama. Should be so. So I gave up.
We have to say good morning to your mom. He's the Jollof. You promised.
Oh yeah. My mom actually promised orange people.
Oh, please, mom, if you are no, she will not.
But she's on break now, so.
No, mom, you have to resume.
So when she resumes, I'm very sure you get your jollof.
It has to come. I like the jollof. The jollof, it doesn't make noise. Some jollof, they are noisy.
Noisy jollof.
We want calm ones.
Okay.
Yes.
And so then my mom was not answering, so I gave up. I said, I'm not going to call anyone. So then I prayed that I just prayed that God would take care of me throughout the rest of the term. And then that time I was part of the debaters club. So we went to do some debates, and then we came back. The debates we didn't win. So we came back to school, and I was in the SRC office at the time. I was just learning, and then someone came to tell me that some lady in a red car is looking for me. And then I went out. My mom doesn't drive. My father doesn't drive a red car. So I'm like, who is looking for me? So I went out, and it was my auntie.
Oh.
And then my aunt was like, she heard me on the radio when I was doing the debate. She didn't know I was loud like that.
Oh, Allah.
And she gave me
chief debater. Yeah.
And she gave me 100 CDs.
That's at the time.
Yeah, the coolest 100 CDs I've ever received in my life.
She didn't know the impact that 100 CDs.
I should even call her and say thank you once again.
No, you have to call her again. No, please, auntie, if you are listening, thank you. We are thanking you on behalf of Janice. No, If I every morning have to go and thank you for your 100 CDs when I was in the SHS.
Oh yes, it was the coolest, timely 100 CDs that I've received.
Things
throughout
happen, oh.
Yeah.
Miracles do happen sometimes. You know, this thing that you've mentioned, I don't know, I've shared this story before. You know, a lot of my stories I've shared it on radio because for radio people we don't have privacy, which is so when I finished JHS, in fact, even I was supposed to have written my BC in 2007. I was supposed to have completed SHS at the age of 13 or so. I was very young, but you know, private school they keep, so I got to JHS 3 at a very early age. So when we were about to write, me I thought, oh, BC, of course, you know, you needed to pay registration fee. So I expected, you know, kids expect that their parents are capable. So of course, me, as for my mom, she died long time ago, but I didn't even see her, so I don't know her. So it was only my dad. So I expected that, oh, whilst I've got into JHS 3, the money will come now. So I went to, oh, Dad, you've got into JHS 3, you're about to write BC, so of course we need to pay registration fee, etc., etc. So it was like, okay. So I was assured that when the time is due, the money will just come, go pay, register, and go and sit for the exams. Only to go there a day before, and my dad was like, he has searched the money, he has not found the money. I was like, ah. And this is a school that I've attended from P1 to JHS 3. And I had classmates that I've sat in class with from P1 to JHS 3. And all of a sudden I'm told that you can't write. I had to. So at that point in time, I said, no, I won't continue with schooling again. Because I can't go to school till that period. And then to be left with registration fee, I can't pay. And so I stopped schooling. I stopped schooling for close to 2 years. So I saw some friends my family friends, kind of. In fact, we were brothers, let me put it that way. So they were attending a particular site 2. So I was like, okay, me, I'm just wandering, I'm just walking about aimlessly, doing nothing. So why not join these people? So that I'll just while away the time. Instead of just walking around, which has its own temptation. You could get yourself into so many things. So I joined them. So we go to JHS 3. I wasn't even expecting that the money would come, but hopefully, fortunately, the money came. So imagine, even JHS, see the struggle I went through before I completed. So when I completed JHS, I knew that, oh, as for SHS, it was a no-go area for me. I shouldn't even contemplate. So my family had, and immediately I finished JHS, my dad took that. Do you understand? So when I finished JHS, I was like, okay, my family talked, they planned that, okay, this guy, there's no money to take care of you in school. So now there are options. You have some brothers who are mechanics, you know, what we call fitter in our local parlance. Somebody is a tailor. So you choose one. Which work would you want to do? The guy who was, my brother who was a fitter, no? I was very close to him, so I was like, okay, that would be better. So I chose the fitting job.
So you can fix cars.
Relax, let me. So I chose that, oh, I'll go and learn the fitting job. Do you get it? So I was left with a day to pack my things and join my brother in Doma. I was in Wenchi at the time. So I was left with a day to pack my stuff and join him at Doma to go and start learning. I knew that I would have become a very bad fitter. Because I'm not handy guy. I'm not technique. Those things I can't. May say I'm a vocal. I knew that I would be a terrible mechanic. So when I was wondering, I think they had sent me somewhere. So I was returning, and then I saw my maths teacher, who had taught me at JHS before I completed, of course. So he saw me. He said, Alfa, why are you not in school? I was like, bro, as for school, they forget it. I can't. He said, why? So I told him. He said, really? But you're good though. So what? Oh no, you have to go to school. I was like, hey, I know that I have to go to school, but I can't. He said, okay, you will come to my house the next day. So I went to his house. He said, okay, I have money. I intend to pay for your registration fee and take care of you in school. So go and find school. At the time, they had even closed the admission. I got a school, but if you go, you will not get because everybody had gone. They have even started class. So I was like, okay, there's another school in some area. Let me go and check. So I went, Kwasi Senior High School. That's the name of the school. So I went and I begged the, in fact, I knelt down and begged the teacher that if you don't give me admission, I'm dead. He said, oh, okay, I like your confidence. You come. So I went and took the money and paid. So that's how come I went to senior high school. So I wouldn't have, I don't know where I would be if not for that intervention by that teacher. Because I remember I used to wake up at dawn and pray to God, oh, Charlie, it is school that will help me. Oh. This hard work, I don't think I'll be able to fit. Do you understand? So please, God, allow me to go to school so that I'll be able to, be a bit impactful to society. So because of that prayers, that teacher intervened. And the rest is history, as they say. So that's why I'm just buttressing the point that the miracles that God can perform, you have no idea. Yeah. So you need to intensify your relationship with Him.
That's true. And when you remind yourself about some of these happenings, then you know that indeed you have to get closer to God because God meets you at your moment of need. So yeah, this year I think I'll be doing more prayers. I'll be consciously reminding myself to remain grateful to God.
Very important.
For life.
He has done so many things for us.
Oh yeah, and even if He hasn't done anything to you, I keep on telling my sisters that even if God has not done anything for you, you still have to be grateful to God for God. Oh. And you still have to praise His name because He's all powerful in all of that. Life. Yeah. And so this year I'll be more mindful of the things that come out of my mouth, especially in moments of distress, that you don't say things.
And I volunteer to be your
accountability partner.
You see, accountability partner does not necessarily mean, you see.
Someone said, good morning, good morning, Alpha. With you and your accountability partner, we have to do some motivation edits.
Motivation what?
Edits.
Who is that? Who said that?
The person named
I don't understand the one. Do you understand that?
No. So please, we need more.
He has to come with better.
But the point is, the person is very interested in your accountability partner. We have to find an accountability partner for
everybody. Should, at least that's the takeaway.
Last year I saw Shipping. Where God came through.
Okay. You've not been going to church. You should be going
but
to
still
church.
God is coming through for you. You are lucky God is not me. I know. Like the way I will punish you.
Right now God is stepping up.
So having talked about that, what do you think is the other aspect of our life that we need to?
So I was about to make the point that, however you relate to whatever higher power that you believe in, it reflects in how you relate to others. Because if spiritually you are sound, and this has also been scientifically proven that your stance spiritually has an effect on your mental health.
It does?
And your relationships, yes. So you see, in the Western world, they say that people who grow up in like religious homes, when they go to high school and the colleges and universities, they are less likely to fall into depression and drug addiction and all of those things. I think it's because of the fact that when you believe
a big
when you believe in God, when you believe in a higher power, and things are not really going
right. At least you think that there's a reason for that, number one, and you think that there's a point where God will intervene. And number three, you think that maybe it's a process to get you to a particular stage in your life.
Yeah.
So with those beliefs, you are to a large extent less, how do I even call it, depressed about the whole situation. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And so in some cases, when people are depressed, like highly depressed, and they have anxiety issues and they have all of these mental health issues going on, and they go to see the experts, and they try therapy and everything, and it's not working, they tell them to go and look for a priest or something. So, because the Catholic priests, they do confessions and all of that. And so, they believe that when you confess
But it's true.
to
It's
the
true.
priest.
On Tuesday, Francesca Taylor told me that you must have an avenue where you vent your issues.
Yeah.
So she was even recommending that you write it on paper.
Yeah.
And then maybe you destroy it later. But then your ability to do that lessens the impact of whatever you may be going through. Because harboring things sometimes it really affects our mental health.
And
Emotionally, a lot of people are off because of the number of issues they have contained or they are harboring. So you must have an avenue where you vent your problems. And imagine if you're venting to God, He is not going to judge you. You understand? It's not like me that when you begin to converse, like, hey, Johnny, so you can do this. God will not do that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
In fact, He even likes people who come to Him to express or to confess.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah.
seek for forgiveness. Do you understand? That's the kind of people God wants. So it's good. I think it buttresses the point you just made that your spiritual stance, to a large extent, also helps your mental health.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah. So
there's truth
let's
in
get
that.
straight into it. Now, mental health issues. How? And I'm glad I'm doing this with you, Alpha, because you're a man. Because I think the issues about the mental health of I was about to say boy child, but men in general are not really spoken
Okay, I think the
on
things we
well.
go through it.
Yeah. Because, and you know, in a parts of the world, men are expected to be strong. I think, I like strong men in everything. You have to be strong. But I still think we have to give room for the discussions of mental health of news. So how was your mental journey last year?
Well, I think that life itself is quite stressful.
Yeah.
Okay, life, and all of us are stressed at one point or the other because of so many issues. You know, sometimes you speak to a family member and you discuss certain issues, and where the conversation is heading to, you clearly realize that your assistance is needed, but then you assess yourself and you realize that you are not capable of assisting. That itself can have a mental effect on you, because you realize that somebody is going through very, very serious issue. And the expectation is that for those of us who are working, especially in the urban areas, we are well to do. Unfortunately, for some of us too who are in the media, you know, media comes with visibility. And visibility is equated to financial whatever. Do you get the point? So the expectation of people is that you can be able to intervene. And sometimes if care is not taken, you may be thinking about some of these things and it will have a toll on your mental health. And the other thing is that job-related pressure. You know, sometimes you look at the career that we've chosen for ourselves. You look at where you expect to be by this time and where you are. The kind of acknowledgement that some other people who you might think are not really doing better than you, but maybe because of where they are, because of which area they find themselves, because of the environment they are working in, they seem to be getting applauded, and for some reason you're missing in action. That, whether you like it or not, Janice, will make you think and make you consider and make you ask yourself so many questions. And sometimes you even ask yourself whether you're good enough. You get the point? So these are things that may stress you. The other thing that will stress you is just like I've mentioned, our financial situation. You know, all of us, and it's a problem that runs through, I mean, all sectors of our economy in this country. Nobody seems to be making enough. problems far outweighs our income. Our means, of course, are insatiable, but even want. I don't know whether it's want or need. What's the right phrase? Want or need? Need. Actually, because they say want. Want are more or less okay. So in terms of the fine, it has a way of putting pressure on you. Sometimes you want to do something, you can't do it. You think that you are delaying. Generally, you think that you're not growing like you want to. You're not being able to achieve the things that you wanted to achieve. So all these things come with pressure. And you have other people who, because you are a man, and it doesn't mean if you're a man, even if you're not married, there are a lot of expectations on you. Especially when you are relatively grown. You have younger siblings. Younger siblings are going to school. Expectations are that Mark will have to intervene for his sister. Alfa will have to do something for his brother who is now going to senior high school. Do you get the point? Yeah. And so your inability to do that, sometimes the commentary will not be direct. But indirectly, some of the things that will be said is like, you're not good enough. I say, oh no, the brother you are, no, you're not a responsible kind of brother. Do you get the point? So all these things come with pressure. So all of us are pressured. All of us are stressed to some extent. But there's something that I've learned to do over a period of time. I think that there are things that are within my control that I can really, really impact. Some of them, they are not really within my control. I may be worried about them for a while. By my continuous, or me being continuously worried about these, will put a strain on my mental health. Meanwhile, I can't solve it. So the guiding principle I have found is that do the things that you can do. Worry about the things that are within your control. But even if you're going to be worried about them, be thinking about how you could have solved it, or think about how you can solve it. But do not overly be thinking about things that are outside of your control, because it doesn't matter how long you're going to be worried about them, you can't really solve it. Do you get the point? It's just like being worried about the weather, how the weather looks like this morning. It's not within your control. Do you get the point? It's like being worried about what some people are thinking about you. Sometimes it's not really within your control. You can't change the thought pattern of people. Do you understand? You can't change the impression people will have about your action or inaction, personality, what to say, what you don't, what to do, what you don't do. Yes, of course, sometimes you give them hints, but sometimes it's not really the full picture. So what I'm trying to say is that we have so many problems that we are dealing with. Some of them we can solve. Some of them we can solve today by the actions we put in. Some of them maybe we can solve, but not today. But we need to start making the effort today in order to be able to get to a point where we can solve the problem. That you should be concerned about, finding solutions. How can I do things differently? What can I change about myself? What can I change about my environment? What can I change about my career goals? What can I change about my... All these things you might be worried about and think about. But then the things that are really not outside of your that are really outside of your control, I don't think it is advisable to be concerned about, because the more you become worried about them, you are affecting your mental health. And one thing I've realized is that the moment your mental health is gone, nothing else will work. You come to work and you do a very poor job because your mind is not here. It is somewhere else. You are not stable. And you've seen examples where people have come to work and you know that, Charlie, this person is you get a point. So, briefly, what I can say is that life, I think life is synonymous to problems. So they will keep coming. The issue is that there are those that you can solve. Think about the solutions. Think about how to find solutions to them. Those that you think you're capable to solve, but not today. Begin to put in the steps and the efforts to be able to solve those problems in the near future. Those that are completely outside of your control, just leave them. It's not something to be worried about. I don't think we're going
Okay.
to. So yes, that would be my position on that.
Okay. So you do you know the story of Buddha?
The story of
Buddha.
Buddha,
Yeah.
lion of Buddha or something.
No, Buddha as in the Buddha that the Indians pray to.
Yeah. I don't know. What is
You
it?
see, when you said life is synonymous to problems, then I read something about Buddha somewhere that Buddha was a prince and his parents were very wealthy in the place where they were living. So he had everything. He had servants, he had gold, he had food and everything. But then he was not supposed to go outside of the walls because the parents did not want him to see the sufferings in the world.
Okay.
So he grew up like very well off. But then he was still thinking, what is outside this? What is outside this? And so eventually he managed to move outside the four walls of his parents, and then he went outside and he saw that things were not rosy as they were
As he was
inside.
experiencing.
And that started him on his philosophical journey or spiritual journey or something, because he was wondering why is there so much suffering, why are people and so that's Buddha's story. But in any case, I think what you said is very, very relevant, that life is synonymous to problems, and even if you don't have any problem, as human as you are going to find a problem for yourself.
Absolutely.
It's just that
Sometimes you are happy, you just receive the good news, and in your attempt to celebrate the good news, you begin to now be thinking about the future issues that you can also like, okay, I've gotten this, but
I think it's human nature, right?
you know, we are very inherently greedy or something, or selfish. We want more, but you can't get everything.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us. I mean, if you ask me the kind of life I want, it's not the kind of life I'm
You have
living
now.
now. You get it?
Yeah.
And a lot of us are like that. But then there's a way that you can also build the kind of life you want with God's blessings. And sometimes what I think adds to the pressure is that we look at people who are 50 years. So maybe I look at my boss. I look at what he has today. But I don't look at where he has come from. Not knowing that I am where he started. But then, even though I am where he started, I want the things that he has now gotten after he has traveled that journey for a period of time. So then you look at a 50, 60 years old and you're like, oh, Charlie, I should get it. Or you look at a rich man's son enjoying the wealth of his father after a long period of time, and he expect to live that kind of life, not knowing that maybe God is putting you on this earth to be a rich man so that your sons will be able to live the kind of life that you are now admiring. You get the point? So it's important that you don't confuse your starting point with somebody's end, kind of where he's achieving the results of the journey he has been on for quite some time. Do you get the point? And we're all different. Some of us will not be wealthy, but some of us will live very impactful lives. I'm sure when you are asked to recount all the people who have made significant impact, some of them are not the wealthiest in society. Some of them, they are not the most glamorous people you can find around, but they made significant impact in your life. Sometimes that's how we are all not going to be wealthy. But there is a way that if you live your life in a particular way, regardless of the wealth you have or you might not have, you can still make an impact. And you can still be the father of wealthy people, depending on the kind of life you live today. So if you live your life haphazardly, thinking that because I don't have it, then that's it. Life has not. If care is not taken, you may deny some other people the opportunity. So it's important that we are restrained in the kind of actions and inactions we take because we think we don't have the things we want to have. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. And so, you know, they say comparison is the thief of joy. That if you look at your life and then you want to compare to your friends or people who are doing better or people celebrities, you end up downplaying or looking down on yourself. And so our journey is important to acknowledge the fact that everyone is on a unique journey in life. And so where you are now might not be significant in someone else's story, but in your own story, you need to be where you are now. And I think mentally we should also psych ourselves and then know that whatever life throws at us, we are going to make it out, or we are going to remain hopeful, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
And whatever you are going through now, someone has gone through it.
So,
And then someone is praying to be where you are now that you think is a very good place.
Then it's just like,
Yes. Yeah.
I used to watching television, you've seen somebody and says, oh, I think it's normal in life. All of us, I think that if a lot of our audience will be fair to themselves, if you cast our mind back, even last year, or last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and look at today, clearly you will see some growth. You understand? You see that you've made some improvement, you've chalked some successes.
Oh, yeah.
And even though you might not be where you want to be, but if you think carefully, you realize that you're not where you used to be, which is also very important. Currently, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I used to be, which means that I have grown. So it means that consistently, if I sustain this growth, I may arrive at where I want to be in the next or in the future. Do you get the point? So I think it's important that we all appreciate that. And sometimes you see, somebody can in 2 years, maybe somebody who start work for, say, at the age of 25, will not make significant growth for, say, 10 years. And then in 2-3 years, things happen rapidly, and then
That's true.
all of a sudden everything has changed.
That's true.
Some two will start, and in the 2 years, and he's at the top, and then he will have some more or less pause. So it's just like picking trotro. Somebody gave that analogy. Now, if you pick trotro, realize that people alight at different locations. Okay, the fact that you've not arrived does not mean that you are not on that same or in that same vehicle, or you are not traveling on that same journey. You are all moving. Just that he will have to alight before you. Do you get the point? And the fact that he's alighting before you does not mean you will not alight. Do you understand the point?
I saw another motivation that went like, no matter how sweet Abuchi's kebab is, Abuchi can't come at 6 a.m. because that is the time for the cocoa.
Absolutely. So it's important we understand some of this. It's not going to be rosy. There will be problems along the line, but I'm sure with time and with effort and with changing mindset, sometimes it's not the problem that is the problem. It's how we construe the problem. You understand? A lot of people will say sometimes it's not what has happened, what you make of what has happened, or how you
interpret it.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Yeah, and so I think things are starting to pick up for 2026, and things are better now. I think I want to believe that everyone is in a good mental health state now. But then along the year, let's say by the time you get to mid-year somewhere, things might get overwhelming. You might feel overwhelmed. You might feel the pressure starting to build and all of that. But then when we get there, just know that, remember moments like this, and then try to motivate yourself, try to tell yourself something positive, and try to remain hopeful and grateful. Look back at the things that you've achieved, and remember that it gets better, right? It gets better.
Maybe we can take a breather now, and then when we return, we'll deal with the financial.
Yeah.
That one is very important too.
Okay.
You know.
Alfa is very particular about that. Alpha.
Why are you? You are not particular.
Oh, I am. But then some people
then
have accountability partners.
Massa.
So
you have to find one. Oh.
Yeah.
When
we come back, we'll talk about the finances and also about our social lives.
Okay.
And so let's take a quick breather. And then before we went on that break, we were talking about finances and our social life. Alpha.
But you didn't tell me how you improve upon your mental health.
My mental health.
What would you do? Read?
Oh.
I know you like reading. That's your...
I think, I don't know if I should, I thank God that mentally I've not had a lot of challenges.
Everything has been smooth for you.
Not smooth, but then I've not gotten to the point where I feel hopeless.
You've not gotten there. Myself, I don't think
I've been immensely sad before.
Very sad.
Like
because
very,
of what?
sad.
Broken heart?
I don't know. Was it broken heart? I don't. But
have you ever experienced broken
see,
heart?
the last time I was telling my sister that.
Have you ever experienced broken heart?
Alpha, the last time I was telling my sister that the only thing that makes me sad, is when I've not eaten for a long time and I don't have food and I don't have money. So like a lot of
like, so broken heart cannot make you sad.
No, it can make me sad. I can be heartbroken.
Please, future husband, if you are listening, take note too.
I can be heartbroken. I can be heartbroken, and maybe I'll feel overwhelmed. I'll feel sad. But if I have food, I'm okay.
As long as there is food, there's no problem.
Yeah, it's like the problem is there, but I feel like I'm fine.
Because there's food. Or there's something to buy food with. Gosh.
So
future husband.
So when there's no food, when I've not eaten, then I start overthinking. I'm like,
wait. No, I think you have a point. When you don't have money and there's no food, it's a very desperate situation.
Yeah, but when you don't have money and you have food, you feel like
at least it helps. Or when you don't have food and you have money,
tomorrow will take care of itself.
So
and I felt
you're just like me. Sometimes when I'm bored or when I'm sad, food becomes my source of entertainment.
Yeah.
I keep telling people that food sometimes is my source of enjoyment. Like when I get food, it's like I'm happy. Everything is fine.
Last year, Ajwa asked me the things I was grateful for, and I told Ajwa that I'm grateful for food. Ajwa was saying,
"Hey, then you like food." Oh.
It's not like I like food, but food really. See,
I think it's quite sad. So this thing you've just mentioned.
Yeah,
if you are living life that can't tell where the next meal is going to come from.
Yeah,
it's a very difficult
those people,
situation.
I really feel for them.
So please, when you're on the street and somebody comes to you, say, so walk around the manuska.
Yeah.
If you have something.
Because it's
sad. It's like the things you can be thinking. It's very sad.
Yeah, because you just have to be hungry, and then you start thinking, why is my life like this?
Oh,
why did my father
just
do this to me? But see, if you are going through anything, eat first. Eat and sleep. And when you wake up. So after you finish,
some of the problems can make you not want to eat. Have you gotten in that situation?
No. And I'm grateful to God for that. May I never get there to a point where life is so difficult to me. I don't know. No,
but at least you've had sickness where
you're
not in the mood. That's what sickness it does.
Yeah.
But I have been sad about other aspects of life.
Yeah, so last year, I think in November, I got sick for some 3 weeks and I was not able to eat. I was throwing up a lot and all of that. And then when I was sick, then I was thinking, God. Why?
Why at this age?
Why is my life like this?
Oh, why?
I didn't even realize I didn't have money until like I got sick. Then now I'm thinking, so I don't even have
money. For those who are listening to us and are sick, we're asking God to
heal you.
Seriously, it's not good to be in that situation.
Yeah.
The last time I went to the emergency unit at Cath, Charlie, I got sad. When I came back, I wasn't the same. I felt there's no need to be throwing your weight about, being arrogant, feeling bad because somebody has used some bad words against you. Because life is not, Charlie, if you go and see the state of people, Janice, Charlie, we are not, this life is something. So we are praying. Those who are sick, may God provide them the healing that they require. Yeah. And those of us who are healthy. Appreciate your health. Don't live recklessly. Don't be eating anything and be living all no. Don't allow peer pressure to allow you to consume all. No, please be disciplined with what you take. I'm telling you.
There's a saying that health is wealth, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Once you have, and I was saying I got sick for some 3 weeks in November, and then right after I recovered, my mom also got sick. And so my mother was very sick, and then she called me one time. And you know, my mom is very busy, right? She wakes up at dawn, she goes to the market, she sells her food, she comes back. So she's used to like moving around. Life. So now when she was sick and then she wasn't going, she called me and she's like, hey, if you can get up and go out every day and come back, God has been so merciful to you. Oh. And you won't appreciate some of these things until
you are in that state.
Yes.
Currently, unfortunately, I have a sister who was knocked down by a motorbike. And guess what? She's pregnant in addition. So that was what took me to the governor. Anytime she calls me, she's crying, Charlie. So I should. Sickness, Charlie, bro, is something. So we just have to. That's why I'm saying that some of the things that happen, you can't do anything about. So just be prayerful. You understand? Just be praying to God so that those things that you have no idea about, He will solve it for you. He will even prevent it or prevent them from happening. Because those things you can never tell. Somebody is eating the most nutritious meal, exercising, eating around 5 p.m. before you go, drinking a lot more, but still they go and find some diseases being in the system. Some of them cry, they can't even cure them. You're asking yourself, where did this come from? Do you get it? So that's why, apart from be doing all the things you can do. So my anthem has always been that work like everything depends on work, and pray like everything depends on prayer. So that in all aspects of their life, you are well assured. Do you get the point? So that is the point. But I just wanted to find out, because you were making fun of me when I spoke about accountability partner. Are you in a relationship?
No, please.
Why?
Oh, Alfa, why is it?
I want to know why now. I want to know. Going forward now, I think that I need to impress upon all my colleagues.
No, because Alfa is getting married now, because you have an accountability partner. you want to force all of us.
But no, I wanted to know why. Because you know, my fear for you is that, and you know, privately I've told you this. You take your life too serious to the extent, if care is not taken, you think that relationship grass is here.
Oh no.
You know, some people are like that too. Like, they are too serious to the extent that when you talk about it, you think that focus on it, you get it. But it does also play a role.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need somebody to quote and unquote.
Hey, Alfa. Alpha in love is a nice thing to watch.
I'm not in love. I'm just hoping that I'll marry this. So why are you not in a relationship?
A series of unfortunate things.
People have disappointed you? Or people see you to be too serious?
Oh no, I don't think I'm too serious. Like, if you get to know me.
As for serious, you are serious. But the two know is what is subjective.
But I can be playful too.
You can, but so you know, the last time I was asking you what do you wind down with, as in, and you mentioned certain things. I was like, no, these things are serious now.
I watch.
It is today that you mentioned something that I think.
I watch movies. I'll start. Yeah.
Okay, but do you socialize? Because experts are telling us that socializing is good.
We finish up the mental health one,
but it's connected now.
Let's talk about social life and then we'll talk about.
It's connected, so your social life is important.
It is.
Do you have friends that you hang out with? Me, I don't, unfortunately. I have friends that I talk to.
I have friends, but I'm not sure about the hanging out part.
So what are you going to do about it this year?
So this year, I'm going to be...
Because I know that for you, fortunately or unfortunately, your sisters also are your friends.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't see the need to go outside of them to find friends. But I think sister or your friendship with sisters will have some limitations. But I think friends, they have something unique that they bring on the table. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, you are. But the thing with me is, like I said, okay, this year I'm really going to be intentional about. But the hanging out thing, I blame my father partly for this, because when I was a child growing up, I wasn't really allowed to go
step
out. And then, if you're a child and every time you step out to play, your parents call you back in, and they restrict you, you start to entertain yourself, right? You find comfort in being alone. So I think over time now, these days every time I go home and I'm in the house, when my father is leaving, he asks me, Nene won't go baby.
But now he's worried that you're not going baby.
Yeah, but like I'm used to the quietness. I'm used to being alone by myself with my sisters, and I, like you said, I don't know if it's fortunate or if it's unfortunate, but my sisters too don't like stepping out. It's like every time
you
in
become
the house,
friends. And
we are just in the house like that. But this year, I'm really going to be intentional.
But at least I don't know whether it was this year or last year. You went out.
It was last year. December.
When I saw the videos, I was happy for you though.
You see, that's one like this. I wasn't planning on going.
You wouldn't have gone.
I didn't even know about it. So, so it was my church people, right? And then they called me first. I'm like, if my sister will go, then I'll go.
To your sister went?
Yeah. So
which
my
of your
sister,
sisters? The one I know.
Yeah, the one you know.
Oh, okay.
So then she went and then she called me that she has to meet me somewhere. So
but it's good when I also have my brothers too are my friends. So I know how it's a very nice thing to have. When you have brothers who are friends, it's very nice too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's something you can. It's quite.
It is, and I think the good thing about your siblings being your friends is they don't get to leave. I don't know if you understand.
It's like they'll be there.
I piss my sisters off. Like I know that
but they
it's
will
what
have
that
to
I've done.
learn to be there. And over time you get over it.
You can't say that because you are not
and if you've realized when you are growing, there will be a lot of fights.
Yeah.
But then the more you mature, you realize that things are changing. The relationship is changing. It's getting into.
Even the relationship you have with your parents, right? Because now my dad can call me and ask for my opinion about certain things.
Yeah.
My mom is like my friend now. My older sister, the one you know, she's also but she used to beat me a lot. When
I think you were stubborn.
Yeah. I wasn't stubborn. I wasn't strong, but my mom.
Yeah, of course. I got debated here. You get your way out.
Yeah, and my sister too, she didn't like talking, so if you do her, she just hits you. And I'll cry and I'm going to tell my. So this year, I think I'll be more conscious about,
Or maybe we can create
being
an atmosphere at the office that makes work not strictly work, but work and fun at the same time. Sometimes you need that kind of.
Yeah, I think we started discussing that last year.
Yeah, I think,
with MC.
and I think last year things changed at the office. If you realize, even some of the conversation we'll have on radio, we'll bounce it off
in the office before,
and then interesting, and it made things very lively. I like that energy very much. So maybe we'll do a lot more of it this year. That is, if of course we are all available, which is also very key.
We'll try and be available.
So yes, that's.
So yeah, this year socially, I'm going to try and make myself available. The thing is, right now, the friends that I have, they know that if you want to step out, I'm not your person.
Well, you have to be at least once in a while.
Please, I've changed. Okay.
Please, you can call Janice. She's available.
Involve me, I'll come. I'll come. So, yeah, I'm going to make a more Alpha now. Let's talk about money. Okay. Someone is also giving you fans on phone.
What is it? Who is that now? Did I see that?
Alpha is in love.
Did I say that? Somebody was telling somebody, you look so married.
Very soon will come on the show.
I look so loved.
Alpha will say, I want to say a very good morning
to my wife.
My beautiful wife.
Aww. I've never said that before in my life. Oh, that's very.
This year we'll be doing a lot
but interestingly, I don't think anybody
Mhm.
on Orange, in fact, I'm referring to the core presenters, has ever said that. Good morning to my husband or good morning to my wife.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
You're
now.
not romantic.
How is it that nobody has married at Orange?
In,
Those who married
yeah,
went.
the people we have.
It was Julius.
Yeah, it was Julius.
Because he would have been saying that. Good morning to my wife.
Good afternoon.
You know, we had Sonia too. She was married.
She married and
she
then
left.
she left.
It's like when you marry, then you go. Hey,
No, this year.
then maybe if I marry Charlie. Accountability partner.
Accountability partner.
Hey, because it's like my colleagues who married, you know.
They've all left.
So let me list to you there. So the first person to get married was, I think, Sonia.
No, Julius. Julius was
Sonia.
married. No, Julius was married when I came in. So Julius, because Julius
Okay, so
used
it was Julius.
Yeah.
So Julius married, and he left.
Yeah.
So Sonia married, and then she also left.
Yeah.
David married. He's now in the United States.
Yeah.
David, if you can hear us, good morning. You've never seen to be honest before. He used to be our producer. So he has left to the United States. So these three are the ones who married, and they all left. No, I have to. No, it means.
It doesn't mean anything, Alpha.
Okay, so please be prepared because this as for the marriage is constant.
Oh yeah.
But it is the other thing that I can say.
We are getting married this year.
Inshallah, we are 2020. Hey, but if I don't eat this thing, I'm saying I have to relax. So.
Don't relax. Keep the energy up.
Everything
like
will be
I said,
fine.
it is nice to see Alpha in love. It is very nice.
Why do you say it is nice?
Accountability partners and all.
They are very important, though. Then it's fine one. Though. I'm telling you, it's a good thing. Though. It helps you. Okay.
So, Queen Liz says, "Good morning, lady and gents. Good morning, Queen Liz. I love your show this morning, and it's really interesting. A simple life is a healthy life. When you have a simple life, you will definitely have a happy life. It doesn't matter what you go through on a daily basis. If you have life, hey, I don't get this part. If you have life, God takes care of the rest. I think that is what she's trying to say. I am always stress-free regardless."
Thank you. That's good. It's
thank
good
you.
that
Thank you very much.
she has found this formula.
And she also says she's very ready for you. She wants you to get married this year by force. Liz. Yeah, we all want Alpha to get married by force. To his accountability partner.
What hey, yo. Masa. You why face stadium? I feel like a cry.
All right, so Alpha, I think we should talk about the finances.
So what do you want to do?
So last year, I wanted to save X amount of money.
Did you? Were you able?
No, my savings ended up saving me. I'm sorry.
But that's what savings are supposed to be used for.
Yeah, my savings.
In critical situation.
Yeah.
They saved you.
Yeah.
At a very critical point in your life.
My savings saved
It
my
means
life
your
last year.
savings were very useful now.
Yeah, but the point is, I
that's
wanted
what they are
to.
meant for. Or you wanted to translate the savings into investment.
No, I just wanted to. Well, yeah, I wanted to invest,
Which is good.
but then I also wanted to say that, like, say we are in January, right? So I wanted to look back at 2025 and be like, oh, 2025, I was able to save X amount of money. And no, I didn't reach there. I didn't get to X.
But at least you tried.
Yeah, I tried.
At least you saved.
Yeah.
And at critical moments in your life, your savings, just like you said,
yeah.
saved you. Which is good. Assuming if you did not have the savings, what would have happened?
I don't know.
So yeah, it's because monies are supposed to be used to solve problems. So you can't be having problems and say, let me leave the savings for the
that's
sake of
the
it.
thing. I also think I have I don't know if it's a healthy perception about money. That I don't know. I'm not so particular about hoarding money. Do you understand? Because if you have money, you're supposed to release
But
it.
there are people who hoard money.
Oh yeah, you know they
I
call,
wish to be able to be in that position where you want money.
They-
Because
they
money
call
immediately
something-
it comes, it's like,
they call something scarcity mindset, right? That there are people who are scared they will get to a point where they have less.
oh, okay, so they want to hoard it now.
And I think I've seen people like that where, you know, the person is working, the person is making a
Relatively, but it doesn't reflect
Like a
in his
good
life. I say
income.
he's too stingy, kind of. Or
Yeah.
she's too
towards
restricted.
himself or not to other people.
Yeah.
They don't want to buy
They don't want
things.
to, they don't want to, they think that buying certain things amounts to waste of
It's
money.
unnecessary. So even shirts, they
They won't
want
buy
to
shirts.
buy shirts for themselves.
The last time, I used to have a colleague, so I said that I was going to buy 2 shirts. One was going, as at the time, one was going to cost me 500 cedis. It was like, Alpha, you're going to do 500 cedis when you have 50. I was like, okay, you are right. Too. But sometimes the ones you get at that place, when we say let's go to a particular office, you realize that you look through the 20 year, you're like, none of it will fit this kind of occasion. So sometimes cheaper things are quite expensive because you will have to be changing them regular. But sometimes when you buy one nice thing, which is a bit expensive, because I have shirts that I wore for like 4 years. And when I was going to buy, you would say, oh, this shirt today, it's too expensive now. You get the point. So I think that, and the last time Francisca was making the point that you have to spend on yourself first because you worked hard to get that income. Why is it that when you get an income, you're only thinking about spending on other people rather than yourself?
But
It should.
that is a difficult thing to do, Alpha.
But you have to. Because you've worked. See, imagine. You see, there are people who are taking, say, let's do some math here. You have your phone. Say you are taking 3,000. Okay, at the end of the month. Let's divide 3,000 by 30 days. That should be 100 cities.
Yeah.
So somebody calls you. Oh, bro, Janice, please, I need 200 cities urgently. You send out 200 cities to the person. Do you know what you've done? You're giving the person your
2
2
days.
days salary.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
But yes, still the person may not even appreciate it. Next time when he asks for the money and you are unable to give him, he may call you names. But I'm saying that when you get the 3,000, why not say, okay, at least I'm going to spend 400 cities on myself.
Yeah.
Maybe I need a shoe. Maybe this time I need maybe something that you've been lacking for a very long time. Why not say, okay, this salary I've gotten for this month, I'm going to use this portion to fix this problem on myself before the other things come. Because if care is not taken, see, and Francisca was making the point that even if you're making 1 billion, there is a way you can spend all the 1 billion and still will not be satisfied. Because there are many things to spend on. And usually what happens is that even if your income increases, you adjust your life to meet the increasing income. Do you understand? The things that you used not to think about buying, you begin to think of those things. But it is important that you take care of yourself first because you made the income.
I think I should add that to what I intend on doing better this year. Because I think, you see how you mentioned wants and needs? I think I tend to place myself on the want side. So, like you said, someone will call you that, oh, I need 200 CDs urgently. I'm like, that is a need. But then if I want to buy something for myself, I'm like, it's a want. So let me just hold
because it helps you. Because you can't work for a month, take a monthly salary, and it's like there's nothing to show.
Yeah.
It's like you've solved people problems. Even if you have kids, I believe that part of the money should go to you.
Yourself. Yeah.
Even if it is 1 city, that you know that I've spent this 1 city to maybe buy or you get it. So Charlie, that is one of the things that I think we should. And the thing about savings, the last time I was mentioning to somebody, I've realized that savings in the bank it became very difficult for me. You know why? These days, because of technology, mobile money interoperability. So my money is in the bank account. I can use my mobile money to redirect the money into my mobile account and use it for something. I realized that data and credit alone, anytime I have money on my mobile account, my ability or my consistency in buying data was very frequent. By the time I realized, Kanasa, and it is easy to go into your bank account, redirect the money into your Momo account and spend. Then I realized I know this thing won't help me. If care is not again, I can't. So I spoke to my brothers, who are equally my friends. That Charlie, we need to do something. So let's come together and do what I call collective kind of savings. So what do we do? It's something we've done for like 3 or 4 years. I shared it the last time. So when we take the money, so we are 5 in number, maximum 6. Sometimes one person, so but currently we are 5. Hopefully we'll get to 6. So we say, okay, we schedule. For the first month, we will all contribute, say, 100 cedis and give it to one person. Do you understand? So it's like your savings for the month. I'm just giving an example. 100 cedis. So 100 cedis, then we'll give to one person. And then the next time, we'll give to another person. So what it means is that at every point in time, you know that the 100 cedis must go. Because you've either received it or you will receive it eventually. So that gives you some bit of discipline, because you can't say, oh, I've taken the 100 cedis, I won't give you 100 cedis. And we've done it consistently for close to 4 years. So I realized that that formula works for me. You know, we have different formulas for different people. I don't know what works for you. There are people who can save at the bank and they will never touch it. Means like I couldn't do it. Because Momo and the probability was destroying so I couldn't do. So that strategy now is working for me. So that's why I'm able to save today. Because I can't call my brother and say, oh, you've given me the money, but it's your turn, I can't. That me, I'm not, that feeling of disappointment, I can't. I even have to go and borrow and come and pay you. So I think it is helping. So we need to find ways to save. We have different ways. Maybe this is my way. Maybe you find a different way. Because I can't imagine going throughout the year without savings. I don't think we can do that. Even if it is once in, at least for the discipline of it. You know, it's a behavior kind of shaping thing. Saving is like saying, even though the money I could use it, I could spend it, but I am dedicating this portion for savings. So that maybe today you are earning 100 cedis and you are saving 1 cedi out of it. What it means is that if you one day begins to earn 1,000, you may save 100 cedis of the 1,000. Do you understand? So you've shaped yourself in that manner. So that attitude has been ingrained. So anytime you receive your salary, you know that savings must go first. And then you deal with all the other problems that will come. So you've built that behavior pattern. So it's not just the amount that is important. It's the consistency and the behavioral pattern that you create because of that. So I think that is why we need to all be committed to savings this time around. Any formula that works for you, do it. But not save and then use Momo to, I don't think is a proper way of doing it. Maybe find a way that you can save and you know that this money is gone.
Yeah.
You know, the banks, they have various packages, facilities like that.
Also, I think in the data bundle buying, we should normalize buying in bulk. Because like if you buy those huge packages, it takes long.
Yeah.
And you know it will look like maybe you are taking 300
but when you
CDs
spread
to buy.
it over a month.
Because like if you are buying 15 CDs every day, it will go faster. But then if you buy say 300 CDs, we are looking at over a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can use it. Okay, I think it's a very, very important advice.
Yeah.
Because I've realized that one of the things that is really eating our money is data these days. Because we can't afford to be offline. So you're finding somebody when there are people when they don't have data, it's like they are dying.
If you're offline, the pressure will catch you.
You understand? So we need to find a way to save. And not just end there. We need to find ways to invest. Sometimes the investment will not look good. I've always been sharing this problem. The first time I invested in maize farming, it didn't go well. It was terrible. The next time I tried again, that was relatively better. This year we've gone in again, it looks like it may not be that good. But it doesn't mean that I should stop. Because there's a way that investment teaches you something. It teaches you, it gives you lessons. It is better than just squandering the money and thinking that it's too risky to invest. You get the point. So whilst we are thinking of savings, we should also be thinking, what do we use the saved amount for? Do you understand? And what I tried last year was creating a pool. So let's say there was a business that we wanted to do. Say it's going to cost us 5,000 to invest in that business. I realized that it was going to be difficult for me alone to get that 5,000. So this very group that I mentioned to you, that we used the collective saving formula, we spoke to them. It's like, okay, then everybody should bring 1,000 so that we invest in this venture. And everybody did. So what it means is that we've shared the risk. So imagine if even the business goes bad, it is 1,000. Imagine if I had invested alone. It would have been 5,000 that will go down the drain. Do you get it? So sometimes spreading the risk, and it's something that we don't do as Africans. It's like everybody trusting a uncle. It's like you think that when you bring another person on board, he may cheat you or he may begin to behave in. So a lot of us are not willing. But there are people that you can trust. Maybe they are family, maybe they are friends, maybe they are siblings. It's better for us to begin to come together so that bit by bit, we'll contribute and invest. And that if the profit is going to come, we all share. If the loss is going to come, we all share. Which is better than trying to raise, say, 5,000 alone. Meanwhile, you have 5 people that everybody can bring 1,000. And you invest. And when the profit comes, you spread. It means that you're growing together. You're building investors along the line. So it means that there's going to be a day where you can call your friend. Maybe there's some money you need urgently. Oh, Charlie, Mark, give me 10K. He will solve it for you because he knows that you have grown together as investors. And you are now at a very, do you get the point? So I think it's a way that we need to also consider because sometimes we can't do it alone. Sometimes the requirement of what you want to invest in is so huge that you can't raise the money alone. So if you don't combine with some other people, it will be very challenging. So that's some of the things and it's something I've done. These things I'm saying is something I've done and I intend to continue with it. It may not be rosy at the beginning, but I think you'll get some. Even the first day, the maize farming, I got something. It's not like I recorded a loss. So I got something, but it didn't meet my expectation. But it was relatively better. It is better than me spending the money. Maybe going to buy flashy things and stuff. So I think that investment should be something that, and don't overthink. Sometimes we overthink, Janice. Yes, Charlie, but this thing, hey, Charlie, what if the maize, hey, Charlie, this farming, hey, what is the animals, hey, Charlie, this thing, you think he will do research, he will do, I'm not saying don't research. But sometimes there's a way that we overplan and we don't implement what we've planned. Do you understand? Yes. Somebody has been thinking about a particular business for like 5 years now. Every day he's thinking about it, he's talking about it, but he has not mastered the courage to go into it. See, if you don't, it's better for you to go into it than to spend 5 years planning. Because there's nothing that, the knowledge that the practical business will give you in say 2, 3, or 1 year, planning will take say 10 years to give you. Because when you don't start and you learn from the practicality of it, you will not understand the business operation. You don't appreciate the complexities around it. You don't understand the value chain. You don't appreciate where things that you needed to have done. So please, the investment you've been thinking and planning for like 3 years, this year, invest in it. Planning why I just go into it. It will take care of itself, I hope, and I believe. Yeah.
Okay. So someone is giving you fancy. The person says, Alpha, my brother, I like him so much. You are motivational and inspirational. Stay blessed, my brother.
Powerful. What is that?
Motivational. I don't know. He keeps on giving his name out.
Oh, okay.
Please send me your name.
Thank you very much. I am
very motivational and inspirational man.
I am encouraged. Thank you very much. I didn't know I was like that, but it's good you told me this.
Yeah. So we are all learning from Alpha. 7 tips with Alpha Ali on orange.
So it's like, to be honest, it's something that it is working. I don't know if it will work for you. That's what I'm saying.
I think it will work.
It's not a street jacket. All of us have different.
It will work eventually.
But for me, I think getting people, like-minded people. So that's why family. So if I want to do everything, you know what? Where I start for family, before I go to friends, colleagues, because these are people who know you and you know them. So it's easier than going to meet other people who may not. Do you understand? Because we have a lot of people around us. Sometimes we joke a lot with a lot of people. We spend time with a lot of people, but we don't make our friends business partners. So this year, maybe we should make our friends, family, colleagues, business partners on their side as well. So in addition to the relationship we have with them, let's create another layer of relationship, which is now business partnership with our friends, colleagues, those that you think are like, because there are offices you go and somebody is always thinking about business. You two are thinking about business, but you've never come together. Do you understand? There's a sister that anytime you are speaking to her, she's thinking about investment. You two are thinking about investment, but you've never come together.
Yeah.
Why? So come together now.
Come together. So, Parkwesi was the one giving you.
Oh, Parkwesi is my friend, though.
Yes.
He's a good friend of mine.
Parkwesi said you inspire him a lot and you motivate him a lot to do great things. So, I think that will be all for the personal development session, right, Alpha? Yeah. So we've spoken about spirituality. We've spoken about our mental health. We've spoken about our social life. We've also spoken about our finances. I think these are very important aspects.
And then the exercise thing.
Yeah, physical well-being
is one of the most difficult things to do.
That's true.
You know, I used to jog on weekends.
I saw your motivation video that you were saying when you go on your Monday jogging, something, you reflect a lot. I say, hey, Alpha jogs every day.
Yeah, I jog. Not every day, you can't do it every day.
But you should actually.
I jog every week.
It's good. Cardio.
I was jogging on I think on Saturdays. At the point in time, life happened.
And then you stopped jogging. You
So
found
these days, what I do is walking.
accountability.
If you realize, I'll be in the office now and I'll take a stroll. It's not because I need to. There's a, you know, this thing that we use to measure our steps. So there's
the treadmill.
The apps that we have on our phone.
Yeah.
So there's a step that I need to take every day.
So you make sure you.
So what I do is that when I come to work, there is a period where I'll just be working. It's not like I'm going to do anything deliberately. Then when I go home, when I'm going to, there's a joint that I go to eat because I don't usually cook.
Alpha has a lot of joints too.
So when I go deliberately,
you don't cook.
I don't cook usually.
Okay.
Because of one or two reasons. So when I go after consuming a meal, I deliberately will walk back home. And fortunately or unfortunately for me, where I live is a 4-story building. So getting to my place is in itself exercise. So these are the things I do. I don't want to stress. Okay, you can walk. I've realized that walking too helps. And so please, if you are listening, my plan this year is to now bring back the Saturday jogging in addition to the walking. And then I used to do press-ups a lot. A day I was doing a good number. And then I stopped at a point in time. But hopefully we'll start again. So this will be my plan for this year in terms of exercise. As for you, will say you will not exercise. But the last time you will show me something.
What?
After eating, you showed me something that the thing has. You're doing like this.
My tummy.
So you have to, don't think that you are slim. Okay. Dr. Jima was telling me that don't think that because you are slim, you will not you will exercise. So Parkwesi is a very slim guy. You to exercise.
Oh, I'll try. I don't want to say anything that I won't be able to do. But
I know you.
I'll do the walking around.
The walking is better. So you find the app.
I have it.
So that you
activate it. I will do
so to measure. At least 4,000 a day is okay. You can do it.
As for the running,
the running, I know you can't. But walking is. We are not saying you should
I just do the walking.
Whatever.
I remember in SHS.
Some people even do squatting.
Yeah,
But
okay.
that too is hard.
Maybe I'll do that one.
Yeah,
too.
walking is okay.
In SHS, I got into trouble with one of my teachers for not running.
You know,
We're going
you
for
don't look like you run.
PE. The man said we should run. I said no, I won't run.
You never run. Okay.
Anyway, and so Alpha, I think we should get straight into like our review.
But
From
we'll have to
last
open
year.
the phone line at 9:40.
Oh yeah, it's now 9:36.
Okay, so my review of Juma, the last time I was saying it, I think that he has done well on a number of things. His insistence on appointing fewer ministers,
Yeah,
60,
yeah,
I think was good.
yeah. I think it's one of the things that he promised that he has actually done.
He did
People were doubting,
that. He would
and
do.
yeah, they were saying
People
that the
even
story.
felt it was unachievable, but he did it.
But he
It
has
means
done
that it was possible. It is possible.
Yeah.
At the point we had 120 something ministers.
Oh,
Now less than 60.
yeah.
That's like
it's
that's like
commendable.
half.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very commendable.
So I think John Mahama deserves commendation for that. The other thing that I think he has done, which is good, and I'm starting on the positives, is of course the big thing, the exchange rates management, stellar performance. Because at the point it was moving around 15 cities to $1. Now it's around 10, 11. That's significant achievement, Jack.
It is, but people still say that it's artificial and it's not sustainable.
Yes, there's that aspect, but as a consumer, even if it is artificial and it is not sustainable,
Right
at
now,
this
it's
period
good.
of time, we're enjoying it.
Yeah, that's true.
And let's hope that it continues. And if it doesn't, it
I'm
will come
praying
back.
it does.
It has to.
I'm praying it does. I
has
think
to.
Ghana, economically, we've done well.
Yes.
We've done
I
well.
think in terms of
2025 was
and you
a
see,
good year for Ghana.
life for a lot of Ghanaians is largely economics.
Yeah,
When the economy is good,
it's true.
a lot of things, when the economy is good, there's calm in the country.
And people don't want to acknowledge this fact, but then my mom was doing some analysis for me last year. My mom is a teacher, right? And so people were saying that the depreciation of the appreciation of the CD is not reflecting in the pockets. My mom told me that, if she's being very honest, last year, she did the same order for a particular company, and she's like, say 2024, 2023, she would have used more than 10,000 Ghana cedis
to purchase those items.
But then this year, she took out, because of her previous experiences, she took out 10,000 Ghana cedis, and she was able to buy more
of
with
what
the 10,000.
That's
So
the
she said,
reflection of what we're talking about. So that's been very good, and we need to commend President Mahama for doing that. He achieved this within a year.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And
I think if you've been through what we've been through as Ghanaians,
2022, 2023,
the stability is
Ghana was
very
hell.
commendable.
2024. Oh.
And I remember there was a time that my dad had to park his car because he's like,
a lot
the
of people
fuel
park their
prices are
vehicles.
outrageous.
The fuel you can't buy. Almost every week it is going up. Do you understand?
Yes,
so
I
I
do.
think that President Mahama really deserves commendation for his management of the exchange rate. For instance. Look at inflation. Now it's around 5 point something. We got to 50 something percent at the point in 2022.
Yes.
It dropped to 20 something percent before the election. And now it's what? 5 point
5.5.
something? That's incredible.
5.5.
The man has really done well. Do you understand? And you also look at, the whole aura or environment around the president, Janice. I think that if I look at John Mahama's presidency and I compare that to the immediate past president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the standards are very different. One time we had a president who was ordering chiefs to stand up. Yes.
Say it again.
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Why?
He's ruffling the name, but
It's Akufo-Addo. That's how he mentions it. So I want to mention it the way he does. So at the point, President Akufo-Addo was ordering chiefs to stand up. I thought that was, I don't know. But I see John Mahama today.
I think that one contributed to the party's.
Absolutely. I saw the video I was referring to. The way he was, his workers, like And you can see he's not forcing it.
Yeah.
When somebody is forcing something, like you can feel this is the man.
And he has been to several events, right, where he's at the front and he's not.
Like he's not getting. He's not,
very welcoming.
He's not showing you that I'm the president. I think that has made the presidency look very. It's like calm. It's like people can relate to. Just like you mentioned not long ago. It's like there's no tension around the president. When the president is coming, it's not like you some. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that too has really. You may think that is not really significant, but it is significant.
It is
People
very
look at the
significant.
president and say, "Oh, so president can be this humble, can be this relatable, can be this sociable, can be this connected." I think it has been, and it's something that if Mahama is able to continue to inure to the benefit of this country and to his party most especially, because you see the presidency reflects the culture of the party. If we have a president who was ordering chiefs to stand up and greet them, the impression it gave to people was that this president was arrogant, wanted to be too powerful, was demanding respect. But this is a president who is like, even in public, I don't know whether you call it PR gimmick, but even if it is, it has a way of giving a mindset or impression to people.
But I mean, even if it's PR, again, given our recent history,
Yes,
in the presidency of this country,
that's
it is good PR.
very good PR.
Yeah,
and they are doing it.
It is very good
and
PR.
they are doing it very well. Okay.
And I think the National Democratic Congress has been very strategic about
Absolutely.
the things that
In
they've
terms
been
of
doing
their
as a
PR
political party.
Because you see, the party just in a year in office, look at the scandals that we've had.
Yeah.
Little or none. Compare that to Akufo-Addo. By this time we had, cash for seat came around the first month too. Cash for seat, we had to set a committee to probe it. Contaminated fuel. Allegations by Kennedy Japan that deputy chief of staffs were aiding some people to sell contaminated fuel. It came in the first year. Did you get it? A lot of big scandals came in the first year. Compare that to President Mahama. You can even struggle, you get maybe little, like it's not really, do you understand?
Yes.
So, whether it's PR, whether it's really what is happening, I think that the NDC, just like you said, when they went into opposition, they have really learnt their lessons.
Yesterday I was saying this and someone wanted to beat me that opposition is good. Like
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It will help MPP, I think.
Yes.
It will help MPP.
It should.
It should.
Just
Baumia, I believe, and it's unfortunately for the MPP. That is if, and that's where a lot of people, some people will have issues with me, including you. I think that if you want somebody whose behavior, attitude, personality comes close to what we have in Mahama, for me it is Baumia.
Okay. I think that's
For
true.
me,
That's true.
For me, if that is the kind of presidency we want,
It comes
if I look,
close.
it comes natural. It's not like they don't struggle to behave that way.
Yeah.
The person that comes close to JM in the MPP for me today, in terms of that,
But they also have Educhum.
maybe Educhum too.
Yeah.
Maybe Educhum to be fair. But I think Baumia Educhum are the ones who, for me,
They have the
carry that
calm
persona to not be too giddy about the whole president, be Charlie Robin it in the. No, I mean it was too. You get the point. But there have been some negatives. I'm not impressed. That yesterday I was mentioning with their fight against Galamsey.
Oh yeah.
I'm not impressed at all. Not at all. They can do better. They should do better in terms of job creation.
Yeah.
24-hour economy. We need to see something.
Yeah. I was
Oral
about
must succeed because if oral fails, it will mean that they deceived all of us.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things that
I think I have the same issues too. I think this is the second year, right? I think we should start seeing strategic steps about the achieving the 24-hour economy, because people have been on their necks for it, and this is critical because in Ghana, one thing that the youth is really crying out for is jobs. So we need a creation of jobs. We need a plan. We need to see them implementing steps to achieve to achieve the 24-hour economy. And so You can call us on 054-102-2318, 054-102-2318, and tell us what you think about what's everything that we've discussed so far. And tell us everything that's what you think about everything we've discussed so far. We've looked at personal developments for the year 2025. We were just speaking about the performance of President John Dramani Mahama so far, and Alfa and I we gave our comments about it. But you can also phone in on 054-102-2318, 054-102-2318. And so yeah, Alfa. So with regards to oral, do you have any expectations for them this year? Because I think last year there was a lot of noise. Should I say noise? But then last year they made
some arrest,
yeah,
and they started the prosecution of
So I hope we'll see some of these cases that
we are not saying if there is no case then mandatorily the people should be jailed or something, but we need to see actions. Do you get it? Because if it doesn't succeed, the impression it will give us is that all the things that the NDC were saying in the opposition were hoax. And it was not really built on facts or something.
Yeah.
Did you get the point? Even though the justice system is relatively slow, but we also do know that if you have a watertight case, you have the successful prosecution. If you don't succeed in the court, what it will indicate to us is that you were making noise, you had no facts, there were no evidence, you were just made noise to make the MPP look unpopular. And now that you're in government, you're struggling to deliver oral, because oral must be delivered. You recall the amounts they said we can be able to make if we succeed in retrieving the amounts that people have lost. $20-something billion. We know we can't get 2017.
Yeah, but if we're even able to
get us something, let's know that you're working. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's what we expect.
All right. So someone was trying to call. Please call back. Please call back. We are waiting for your call. And then, are you also hopeful about the prosecution of the former finance minister?
We need to. They need to have their day in court. Now currently we are told that in the US he has been arrested because he has violated the immigration, whatever.
Oh.
But as we are told, that's not related to
what
we are dealing with in
Ghana.
the country. But eventually we want to seek him for in Ghana to face the charges that have been leveled against him.
Yeah.
Let's go to court. Let the courts decide whether you are guilty or innocent.
Yeah.
We need to get some conclusion on that matter.
Yeah. And also,
when you serve in government, you must render account. Accountability must be demanded from you. And whoever has held public office should be willing and ready to go through the process of accounting to the people what he did or how he used state resources when the opportunity was given him. It is fair. You can't serve as a finance minister and not want to be held accountable for your actions and inactions. Okay, we are told that he is ill. We are hoping that he'll be healthy, he will recover, and that the processes will continue. Because I think that oral must succeed for one reason. Politicians have often described themselves as corrupt, and none of them, when they come into office, are unable to arrest the other for engaging in corruption. If they continue to do that, then they should not have an issue when we describe them as corrupt. Because they themselves have been doing that to themselves for a very long period. If you describe somebody as corrupt, and you come into office for 4 years, 8 years, and you are unable to successfully prosecute corrupt people, it means that you were either lying, didn't know what you were saying, you had no evidence, and it was a hoax, and you can't be trusted. Do you get the point? So we need to see prosecutions. Oral must succeed. Because oral was a critical thing they talked about. Operation recover all routes. If we can't recover all, at least recover some. That's it.
We are Spoon can't give us nothing at all.
Absolutely.
And so you can also call us on 0541022318, 0541022318, 0541022318. Call us and let us know what you think. Also, we have a first caller. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, I'm Sir from Workmanship.
Okay.